Hey everybody, I'm Justin Schlegel with RHP Real Estate and Team Schlegel. Today we're going to talk about some real estate financing, specifically the differences between FHA and conventional. A lot of people jump to the conclusion that FHA financing is just for first-time homebuyers, but that's not the case. In fact, it can be used for many different types of buyers, and conventional the same way. A first-time homebuyer can go that route too. So let's jump into some of the logistics. First of all, interest rate. They're going to differ most of the time. Usually, FHA will have a little bit lower interest rate than conventional. For conventional, the higher the credit score, the lower the interest rate, whereas FHA seems to be a bit more stable when it comes to interest rate, regardless of where the credit score is at. Down payment. So FHA, the minimum down payment is 3.5%, while conventional, the minimum is 3%, but there's a lot of other breaks as well at 5%, 10%, and 20%. If you go 20%, you'll avoid the mortgage insurance, but at 5% or 10%, the interest rate and some of the terms are actually better than at 3%. So minimum down payment, 3%, 3.5%, but not always the case. Mortgage insurance. So on FHA, there is a mortgage insurance premium up front. So when you buy the home, the initial loan amount is 1.75% of that is tacked onto the loan, and that is your upfront premium. But there's also monthly premiums. Conventional, there is no upfront premium, but there's a monthly premium if you don't put at least 20% down. Now, that mortgage insurance rate will differ depending upon how much down payment you put and what your credit score looks like, whereas FHA is always going to be the same rate of mortgage insurance. So usually, FHA mortgage insurance is a little bit more costly than conventional, whereas the interest rate is a little lower on FHA versus the conventional. So lots of things to balance. When it comes to credit score, so the minimum credit score to qualify is usually lower for FHA than it is conventional. Oftentimes with conventional, you're going to see 640 plus, and with FHA, you'll see some lenders drop down to even 580, but the rate is going to be a little bit higher in those scenarios. And finally, qualification. One of the biggest differences is debt to income ratio. So a lot of times the first-time home buyers will go FHA because they have a higher debt-to-income ratio. They're not as established in their careers and they don't have quite the same salaries. Whereas conventional is going to be a lower debt-to-income ratio threshold. So those are some of the differences. I knew I threw a lot of information at you, but that's okay. We're supposed to know this stuff and you don't have to. That's why we're here. So any questions about real estate, financing, or otherwise, please don't hesitate. The information is below. Thank you for watching and have a great day.